Hi, I'm Jonathan,
Hi, I'm Dash.
and we're here to talk about the education in
So,
Africa.
what do you think about education in Africa?
I think education in Africa, from what I've heard, it's like it doesn't have many resources. It doesn't have like many different kinds of books and stuff.
Yeah.
Because when we watched the TED Talk, it said that it didn't really have books about like children from Africa. They were all like white kids who ate like apples and stuff, and they didn't really have any like books about them.
Okay. Have you heard anything about the school community itself?
Not really. I haven't really looked into it much, but like what I said before, what I have heard is that like not a lot of like resources for the kids and like not a lot of education that they're getting.
Yeah. Any single stories like that you've heard from anybody specifically that, you know?
I don't think so. No, not really.
Not okay. Thank you. What do you think that education is like in Africa?
I think Africa's education is very obscure because sometimes they don't have the resources to provide as many children as people make like education, you know? That's it.
What do you think the school community is like?
I feel like their school community can be really different depending on like who's teaching it because people have different views and people have different teaching styles. So I feel like not as many kids are getting the educational opportunities they deserve.
Have you heard any single stories about education in Africa?
I've heard a lot about how it's not good, but personally I think it could be better, but there's different ways you can like improve it, you know?
Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
What do you think the education in Africa is like?
I think it's very similar to American education. I feel like African teachers teach African kids American culture, I guess. We don't really have culture, but I feel like they don't really get to learn about their own country because they might not have like better resources in Africa, so they might have to use the resources from other countries.
Okay. What do you think the school community is like in school?
I think it's like fine. I mean, it's not perfect, but I feel like I don't really know. Like I feel like it's a good community because I mean we all have a different school type of communities and so yeah.
Have you heard any single stories about education in Africa?
Actually no, I haven't. So I mean I don't have like a preference on how Africa is in education.
Okay, thank you. So, what do you think about education in Africa?
I think that they don't get enough education because like they're worried about like other personal problems besides education. And from what I heard that they like all their schools are like outdoor schools, and they don't like get enough education because of that.
Have you heard anything about the school community in Africa?
Not really. Besides that, it's not great, and because of their economy and all that, it's not great.
Any single stories that you've heard? More generally about the schools and just what they learn and things like that.
A single story I heard was that like they don't get the education because of their conditions that they're in, like their living conditions. Like they're too worried like about like clothes they're gonna wear or like how they're gonna get to school. And also I heard that like most of their schools are like outdoors. And yeah, that's all I heard.
Based on all the information that we have gathered from all of our interviews, we can tell that everyone's opinion is diverse on education in Africa. Also, a lot of people think that Africa should get funded more for their education so that it's better and so that they have more resources.
Education in Madagascar. The current education system provides primary schools for 5 years, from ages 6 to 11. Secondary education lasts for 7 years and is divided into 2 parts: a junior secondary level for 4 years, from ages 12 to 15, and a senior secondary level of 3 years, from ages 16 to 18. Africa has the highest rate of education exclusion in the world. Children between the ages of 6 to 11 and 12 to 14 are out of school. Girls are most likely to stay out of school than boys. 9 million girls between the ages of about 6 and 11 in Africa will never go back to school at all, compared to 6 million boys. If every girl in sub-Saharan Africa completed even just primary school, the maternal mortality rate would likely decrease by 70%.
Thank you so much for watching. These are our perspectives on education in Madagascar.
hope we changed your perspectives and single stories of education in Madagascar.
Go.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope. Oh my God. Thank you so much for watching. These are our perspectives of education in Madagascar.
I hope you enjoyed. Wait.
Oh my